musculoskeletal exam.
Oh,
How do you diagnose a patella fracture?
And sense, beautiful.
These Vitality leggings, insomnia, are so good. And realize that it is just one exam.
Surgical decompression either through a dissection or a laminectomy.
I feel like I needed that.
So we're at 5 hours for the day.
Embryological remnant.
193 term 1. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Peyton if you guys are new here. You guys have been asking for a little study with me video to kind of take you guys through how I study, all that. And to be honest, I always figured that would be boring, which is why I've never sat down and filmed it, just because I'm literally sitting around and studying all day. But I can understand how it could be interesting to those of you who are maybe thinking about going to PA school, or in PA school, or just want to see like actually how much time goes into passing these exams. So I thought this was the perfect weekend because it is Saturday morning and we have a big MSK, so musculoskeletal exam, on Monday. There's a lot that we are cramming into this little brain of mine this weekend, and I just thought it would be perfect to spend it together. I'll take you guys like literally through all the deets and how I study, how many hours I spend studying, what I do in between studying, how many breaks I take, all the things. So let's just back it up a little bit. By the way, I go to Michigan State University, so we're in our 3rd semester right now. This is our 2nd exam of the semester. Also, I know I look so crusty, but like this is just truly what I look like when I study. So we're not faking anything here. I was just thinking, I was like, I should tell them how much I've already put into this exam. Let's just basics. I study by Quizlet. I make Quizlets and that's how I study. Once I go through all my Quizlets, then we have a group study session with my friends and I the night before the exam. So we'll have it tomorrow night. I'll take you guys with me, and then we do like cases, and then that's really when the things start to glue for me, the night before an exam. I should probably glue it earlier, but this works for me. So because I use Quizlet, I have to like kind of prep in advance because obviously Quizlets take time to make. So probably like not this past week, but the week before, I probably started on like a Wednesday. So kind of like a week and a half in advance, started making the Quizlets. So going through lectures, putting everything into the Quizlet. It's kind of mindless for me. I usually do it like while watching TV or something. So we already did that. I probably spent like 2 hours a night doing that. Now I actually started actively studying on Thursday night. Thursday night, I want to say I put in like 3 hours. Friday night, that was last night, we went to the library, my friends and I. So I want to say yesterday I put in about 5 hours. So that's 8 so far. And then we have all day today and all day tomorrow. It's a grind. I feel like there's some people who like actively study maybe like 2 hours per night, so they don't have these big days of studying. But like I don't know, I'm just the type of person where I just kind of wait till the 4 days before an exam, and then I just absolutely grind. Let's talk about my Quizlets. Some of you guys asked me to share them and like share my username. I'm not gonna do that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Quizlets sets for this exam. You guys are probably gonna like yelp when you hear how many terms are in them each. However, I make my Quizlets very strategically in the way that I cannot read a bunch of words and like have it go into my brain. So for example, when we're talking about like a disease, like let's say we're talking about a hip fracture, I say, what is the mechanism of the disease? A few words. I say, how does a hip fracture present? A few words. So I break up and make a lot of terms, but each card doesn't have a lot of words, if that makes sense. So that's why there's so many terms in all of mine. So the ones that I've finished already, I've finished, okay, so I finished a 125 term 1 and a 210 term 1. Now what I have left is about 110 of a 205 term 1, a 195 term 1, a 123 term 1, and a 193 term 1. So we have 621 to go through, and that probably, like I said, it seems very overwhelming. It's even overwhelming to some of my classmates. Like, they do not like to go through my Quizlets because it seems like a lot, but you get through it quickly. So with that being said, what we're gonna do is, last night I got halfway through my ortho trauma, hip pain, knee pain, and ankle pain Quizlet that has 205 terms. So we have like about 120 left to do. So what I'll do when I'm doing this, first of all, I am sitting at my desk today so that I don't get sleepy in my bed, but I will have 2 little screens up I can show you guys. So what I'll do while I'm going through things is I have the lecture pulled up right here that I pulled all the information from. Let's give you an example. I'd select 10 at a time. Oh my god. So we're moving on to the knee. So I will select and start 10 questions. 4, 5, 6. Honestly, now that I'm looking at this, it finishes with patella fracture, so I'll go over a little bit to make sure that I finish one topic at once. So then we go to flashcards. I click start. So first of all, I have the lecture right here just in case I have I didn't put all the information into my flashcard. I can kind of read and see pictures and stuff. Okay, so basically I look at the flashcard, look at the answer. If I feel the need that it's important and stuff, I write it in my iPad. Something about writing makes things stick a little bit with me, and then I'll keep doing that all the way through. So right here we're talking about what anterior knee pain is caused by, medial knee pain, lateral knee pain, posterior knee pain. So I'm going to write that all down, and I'm going to keep going. What special tests will you do for an ACL injury, PCL, meniscus, for the patella? And then we're moving on to patella fracture specifically. So I would write patella fracture, and then I'm gonna write what is the physical exam findings for that. How do you diagnose a patella fracture, and how do you treat it? For those of you who care, let's read through. So patella fracture, usually direct trauma causes that. Physical exam, it'll be painful to palpation, pain with weight bearing, this all makes sense. You might not be able to flex your knee very well, maybe crepitus, and you always want to check your extensor mechanism. Diagnostics, all for everything MSK, it's a x-ray. So just knowing the specific views I need to get. And then to treat it, you refer to ortho, incredible. And this is kind of what they will do. So once I go through them all once, then I will try to go through them myself without obviously writing it down. I will just look at the question and see if I can answer it myself. And then we go through, perfect, we're done. Then we exit out and pick another new 10 sets. So that's what I do. Everybody does things differently. Literally at the library last night, it was funny, we were talking about my friend Paige just literally reads things. She doesn't write, she doesn't type, she just reads and it goes into her brain. My friend Taylor has to talk it all out. My friend Emily maps her room out, and each area of her room is a certain topic. So she moves around her room and basically makes correlations based off of what area of the room she's in. So everybody does things differently. You find your groove in PA school, but this is what I do. So it is 9:17. So this is my other little tactic, because it's very easy when you have an entire day. I'm literally studying all day today to get burnt out. So I study for 50 minutes. So I will study till, so I'm gonna start at 9:20. I'm gonna study till 10:10, take a 10-minute break, continue. And I'm hoping to put in about 3 hours. So go 9:20, 10:20, 11:20 to 12:20. And then we're gonna take maybe an hour break, maybe go to the gym, that sort of thing, depending on how far I get. So I hope that answers a lot of the nitty gritties, but from here on out, I'm just gonna take you guys through, show you how many hours I spend, what I do in between, yada yada yada, what time I go to bed, what time I wake up, all the good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this answers your guys' questions, and let's get into the knee. Alright, update. I still can't get over how rough I look. I'm hoping after the gym, after the gym, if I go, I will shower. I will be showering no matter what to wash this freaking hair. 2 things. 1, let's see how many we got through in that last hour. We got through 51. So that's what I mean is it goes by fast. I pretty much got through 1 flashcard per minute. So I'm thinking for sure we'll be able to finish the rest of this by noonish when I want to go to the gym, so that's awesome. And then I also just wanted to shout out, I mentioned before that during my study sessions I listened to a deep focus playlist. Recently I've been listening to this playlist. It's called Coffee and Chill. There's 2 different ones. There's Coffee and Chill, and then there's one that's called your favorite coffee house or something. I forget the name of it, but I like it because it's chill vibes, but they have some words and some of them are catchy, and it just makes me very peaceful and calm. So basically it is 10:19, so I have 1 minute till my 10-minute break's over, and we're getting right back into it. 50 more minutes. And honestly, you guys, these 50 minutes go by fast, so we're gonna get back into it, and then I'll probably just talk to you guys once we're done with this Quizlet and about to do something else with our lives and take a little brain break. It is 11:56, and I actually finished my Quizlet around 11:20, maybe even 11:15. So we finished earlier than planned, but I got so hungry and I was like, I cannot go to the gym hungry. So we're changing the vibes a little bit. I ate, like I made like a little breakfast, and what I'm gonna do now, because I need to digest some stuff before going to the gym, I think I'm gonna go to Panera and just grind out another Quizlet, get it done and over with, and see how long that takes me. Like, we could be there for 3 hours, we could be there for 5 hours, I don't really know. And then after that, I'm gonna do a gym sesh and then have dinner. So that's the plan. I could sit here and do it, but I'm feeling just a little bit, I get so weird sometimes on these weekends where I'm just studying the whole time because I don't have like fun interactions, and my roommate is gone for the weekend, so I just get like a little bit, I don't want to use the word lonely because that sounds dramatic, but like a little bit lonely, you know, because you're just sitting here studying and it's just not an ideal situation. So usually leaving and going to Starbucks or Panera, even the library sometimes, is helpful for me. So that's what we're gonna do, and then I think I'm gonna get like a cute little drink there or something, maybe a coffee, maybe a tea. We'll see what I'm feeling. I need to change though because I look literally, this is what we are dealing with right now. So let's put an outfit on. My hair, literally don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but we'll make it somewhat presentable, and then we're gonna head off. All right, you guys, we changed into this sweatshirt, leggings, and some Uggs. We're gonna pack up. So we got the laptop, the iPad, my charger, and then we're gonna bring my Beats headphones to listen to music, and then I also have a granola bar in here in case I get hungry. It's a little protein bar, my keys. We are good to go. 12:06, so I'm hoping to start studying right around 12:30, start my 50-minute intervals, and get it done. The thing is, even though I get a little bit sad and like not super excited to do this, when the exam's over, it always feels so good, and I know it's worth it. So getting myself out of the house, treating myself a little bit. I think tonight we're gonna get ice cream, and just giving myself breaks allows me to like keep going. Also movement, so I'm like looking forward to going to the gym later. So I know it probably seems like a lot. Just remember, I take those 10-minute breaks. 50 minutes goes by actually pretty fast. I'm the type of person that shoves all my studying towards the end. So like if you're not a procrastinator like myself, you can spread it out so it's not as overwhelming. Anyways, let's head to Panera. Hello, my wonderful people. It is 4 p.m. All right, so let's do a little tally so far. Started 9:20. We did 10:20, 11:20. That's not bad. 2 hours. Okay. And then we did about 12:40, 1:40, 2:40, 3:40, 3 hours. So we're at 5 hours for the day. It's 4 o'clock. I just parked back at my apartment, and I'm gonna scurry on over to the gym. But I will say, this last Quizlet that I just did was all about the back and lower back pain and like the nerves, and that just like made my mind so tired. Like I was not understanding that. So 100% I know already tomorrow that's gonna be one of the Quizlets that I really need to go over again because it was making 0% sense to me. But while we were there, we got a little strawberry banana smoothie, so I'm feeling good. I'm very excited because after the gym I'm gonna do the like shower of my dreams. First of all, just want to soak in there and marinate for at least 20 minutes, and then I need to like shave, moisturize, do all the things, and I literally can't wait. So that's what's going on, but I'm in a pretty okay mood. I was feeling a little bit sad this morning, but it happens. So we're just working through the day. Depending on how long this little workout and getting ready takes me, I might start up around 7 or I might start up around 6, depending on how I'm feeling. My next Quizlet is like only 120 terms, which means it's not going to take me as long, which is absolutely stunning. So that's what's going on. yeah, let's go inside and let's get a little workout fit on. We came back and we laid down for a little bit. So it's like 4:30, but whatever. I'm gonna keep it kind of easy. We're doing leg day, but I'm gonna keep it a little bit simpler than my usual ones. Not make myself go as hard because it's been a while. So we have this Lulu sports bra on, these Vitality leggings that I'm obsessed with. I love this brand. And then just a little aloe hat because my hair is gross. We'll put the beats on. Like I said, keep it nice and simple, but I think this is gonna make me feel a lot better. Also, I feel like my room looks so pretty right now because like the sun is setting. I just feel like it's kind of cute. We're done. We're sweaty. It is 5:40. Let's see how we did. This is like the only movement I've gotten in all day, so it's like making up the entirety of my move ring. Let's see, 54 minutes, 386 active cows, 461 total cows. And yeah, so we're good to go. So now we get the highlight of the day, which is my glorious shower that I cannot wait for. And then we're gonna, my roommate and I got Chinese food last night, so that is for dinner. We're gonna warm it up and plop down and like do maybe an hour, maybe watch a Law and Order episode. Maybe I won't do that because I'm home alone tonight. So maybe we'll do some YouTube or something, but I feel like I needed that. I hadn't worked out in quite some time, and I think it was messing with the mental a little bit. So I feel like I'm in a lot better of a mood, which we absolutely love. You guys, this is the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm so excited. I think we're gonna put some YouTube on. All right, I started like 10 minutes ago, but I forgot to film. But it is 7:20, aka 7:10 when I started, and we are starting on our 5th Quizlet. So we'll see how long this takes me. It's 7:58, and I wanted to show you guys what I ordered. I'm not gonna eat them yet, but they are for when we're done, to celebrate being done with a Saturday full of studying. Oh yes, we got insomnia. Oh yeah. So these two are vegan, which I think is why they put them separately. And then this is the reason I ordered it. The red velvet cookies from Insomnia are so good. So yeah, I was only just gonna do these two, but I had to get 3 in order to get it delivered. So literally so excited. It's time. We got Hulu pulled up. I am gonna watch Law and Order SVU. Just a little summary of the day. I forget how many hours I said we worked. I think we were at 5 maybe. And then we just put in another 2. So I think that's 7 hours for today. Honestly, I'm feeling okay about the exam tomorrow. Like basically when I'm going through these Quizlets, it's giving me like my first round, my first try with all the diagnostics, treatments, presenting symptoms, all that. Tomorrow, like this is just every single time on Sundays, it's when everything just connects together, and I will talk about how I do that tomorrow. But right now, like if I took the exam, I definitely wouldn't pass it, but this just always happens to me. So I'm kind of chilling right now. I'm very excited to just relax and eat these cookies and watch TV. Hopefully go to bed maybe around 11 or something. I will catch you guys in the morning. It is Sunday morning. It is 9:08 a.m. I braided my hair last night and then it looked a little crazy, so I put it in these little things which make me look like a literal like 7-year-old girl, but I don't really care. We're still in our PJs. I am first of all in such a good mood this morning. I just feel like, I don't know, I'm in a very good mood and I literally couldn't tell you why. Let's give you guys the rundown of my day today. I'm going to start, so we have one more Quizlet all about rheumatology that we have not touched. Rheumatology makes up only about 25% of this exam, which is why I waited till the last minute. So we need to go through that Quizlet, and I'm hoping it doesn't take more than 3 hours. And then what I'm gonna do, and I can talk more about it when the time comes, but then we're gonna go to Starbucks and then we're gonna start making these little connections in my brain and kind of put everything together before heading off to the group study session. So basically doing a full review of everything we've learned so far at Starbucks. That's what's going on. Let's get to rheumatology, doing the same thing, picking 10 cards at a time, 50-minute intervals, and we're just gonna grind it out. I need to not be like a perfectionist on this Quizlet because like I said, it's only 25% of the exam, so there's other things that are more important. First hour is done. I have 125, is that what that says, left. So we're on actually very good track to finish this in 2 more hours, 3 hours total. So I like to stand up during my breaks, move a little bit, get a little standing point. So yeah, we have to start in like 5 minutes again. Alright guys, it's 12:19. We finished at 12:10 and I just made this little yummy little lunch slash breakfast that I'm gonna eat before we head to Starbucks. It's a bit later than I would have liked, but my mom just called me and we had a lot to catch up on. Probably talked for like 30 minutes, but I changed into this outfit, little sweat set. I always wear my little White Fox sweat sets to study. I look like a blueberry, but it's okay. But I did quickly want to discuss what we're gonna be doing at Starbucks now that we've gone through all the Quizlets. Essentially, all my Quizlets contain pretty much every single ounce of information from the lectures. Now, however, we're going into exam prep mode. Like, I've reviewed everything that there is, but now it's time to kind of hone it in a little bit and focus on what we call like the buzzwords, like the main differentiating factors between every disease, the diagnostics, the treatments, like the main big key points. Not so much like the pathophysiology anymore, not so much like the risk factors anymore, like the main things that will help me when I'm given a vignette on an exam. So what I'm gonna do is my friend Lindsay, she makes a buzzword Quizlet. So it's like a lot more condensed than my Quizlets, and I like to go through it on the Sunday because it's all the buzzwords, it's all the key stuff. And now that I have a big background knowledge, I can kind of tune it in a little bit. So I'm going to go through that as well as simultaneously, like while I'm going through it, type, and I end up having just like a Word document of the main stuff, and I highlight, bold, underline the buzzwords, and we just go through it. And it takes, honestly, less time than going through the Quizlet because, like I said, it's not every single ounce of information, but it's the key points. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a coffee and we're gonna sit, put my headphones on, and grind out a little bit. So I started my car already, so we're good to go. It is 1:30, so we'll start at 2. I'm hoping to stay there till 5, come home, eat quickly, then go for my study session at 6, which I will talk about that too. What a weekend, you guys. This is just the realities when you have a Monday exam in PA school. So we're back from, oh, I didn't take a clip of me studying. When I tell you guys, I just grinded that whole entire time. We were there for 3 hours. We busted it out. So the buzzword Quizlet that I was telling you guys about was like 214. I got to about 200. And honestly, there's connections being made, but the next step is going to the review with my friends where we give each other vignettes. So I'm gonna film it all for you guys so you can see kind of how it works, because this is when things really start to connect, because we make connections. Like, for example, if like my friend Paige answers a question and like says something important, I'll like remember it on the exam. I'll be like, oh my gosh, Paige was talking about that. So anyways, but I am in such a good mood right now for literally no reason. And I was just thinking, honestly, like, do I feel amazing about this exam? No. But I feel like now, you know, I've been around the block with these little PA school exams, and sometimes when I get like overwhelmed and stressed, I have to like take myself and like come out of my little bubble and realize that it is just one exam. If it doesn't go my way, it doesn't go my way, and that it is what it is. Oh my gosh, there's like a bunch of people walking. It's just not that deep. I feel like in PA school you can kind of make things seem like a make it or break it, like end of the world situations, but they're just simply like not. And on my drive here I was like, well, if I fail the exam, then I just retake it in a few days. And I mean, it's not ideal to fail an exam, but I don't know, I just highly encourage you guys, if you're going into PA school or if you are in PA school, to just remember that. My friend the other week, when I was stressing about something, she told me, she was like, we live on a floating rock, like it's just not that serious. And that has just been replaying, thank you Jill, in my head ever since, because just things are not that serious, and you don't need to take life so seriously. And it's easy to take life seriously in PA school, but like I'm really trying to not this semester. So anyways, we have more Chinese food left over, you guys, so we're about to go eat some, and then we are gonna head off for my little study session.
Oh no! Let me move my toilet paper.
How are we feeling about this exam, you guys?
70%.
What'd you say?
Okay. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
All right. So you're in the ER. Your patient comes in, and they've got bilateral leg pain, and they're having some like bladder dysfunction. They're holding a lot of urine, and they're feeling pretty weak. You do an exam on them. They have lower motor neuron weakness and hyporeflexia.
I thought of Aquinas syndrome.
Period, yes. Okay, so how would you diagnose this?
You need an MRI.
Then how would you treat this?
This is one of the true neurological emergencies. You need emergent surgical decompression either through a discectomy or a laminectomy.
Okay, perfect.
Tell me about the Ottawa foot and ankle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So for the ankle, the two places that you want to think of is like pain to palpation on the lateral and the medial malleolus, and it's 6 centimeters posterior. So if you have either of those, or if you're non-weight bearing, or if they're together, you're gonna get an X-ray.
Yep.
See what's going on. And then for the foot, you're gonna have pain to palpation on the navicular bone, and then on the base of the 5th metatarsal, and then also if there is non-weight bearing. So if any of those combined or separate, you're gonna get an X-ray as well.
Okay, perfect. And then what X-ray do you use?
Oblique.
Slay limbs.
Yay! A 13-year-old boy comes in and has bone pain. You come in at the stage where they're getting the X-ray.
Oh.
So you're kind of passing off with another physician assistant in the ER.
Oh, in the ER. Perfect.
In the ER.
So I'm reading the X-ray.
You're reading the X-ray.
And what am I
And
seeing?
you see a ground glass appearance on
Sand.
the. So what is it?
Fibrous dysplasia.
Yes. Iris dysplasia.
You are checking out their knee,
Warm girl.
and they have some snapping and crepitus in their knee.
Yeah.
You are, palpating it. They have some tenderness. And you do a provocative test.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Oh,
a positive.
Provocative test.
What is it called, first off?
It gets the people going.
Yeah.
These are
Yes, there you go.
embryological remnants in the synovial folds.
Oh, we were talking about this.
Oh, yes, it's the Mikla.
Like a what diagnostic test? Like, a CT, an MRI, an X-ray, what did you do to just double check?
Well, isn't it usually incidental?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but what were you doing?
Oh, probably an MRI.
Yeah.
And an ambulance comes in, and it's only you in there. Like, you have to make a decision. The patient has compartment syndrome.
Oh.
What bones might you see this in, first of all?
Tibia.
Tibia is like the big one. What are the 5 P's
Oh, okay.
that you might see?
6.
Pain, pallor,
6 Ps.
paresthesia, paralysis, pulselessness.
Okay,
Dude.
so then you're like, holy shit, I gotta do something. And
Holy.
ortho's not answering. What is the treatment?
Okay,
Okay,
It
so
kind of does the.
wait, by the berries, blueberries.
I would have Jill.
Let me see,
Yours is a
let me
little too.
Well, yours is because there's a sting.
No, it's a little too teal of a blueberry.
All right.
Oh, you mean to eat?
Hers is
Yeah.
right. Hers is right off the bush.
You have a patient come
It's
in,
on the.
and they're just having a lot of
On the
lumbosacral
anterior
pain
Ugh.
and SI joint pain.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I don't really know what's going on here. So we're gonna get an X-ray.
For sure.
And you're like, this person has a bamboo spine.
Ooh, that's a
Ankle
big
spondylitis.
spine.
Amazing. What would you see? What would be their like genetic potential predisposition? If like, what would you find if you tested them?
Oh yeah. Is it a lab?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like a.
Oh, it's a HLA.
Which one?
B27.
Correct.
Thank you
And
so
what
much.
would you treat this with?
NSAIDs.
Beautiful. There's one that's a little more specific.
Is it okay? There's a few things in the brain.
Mhm.
It's not. Is it methotrexate?
No.
No.
Is it a DMARD?
No.
Perfect.
I ran out of options.
I really did. Give me a hint.
I can't say it on camera the thing I want to say.
COX-2 inhibitor.
Yeah. Amazing.
You also have somebody who was in a car crash. They got rear-ended. So we're thinking like a whiplash moment, right?
Okay,
Obviously, because they got rear-ended.
So,
So there's this thing that you have to consider to clear the C-spine.
the nexus criteria.
Yes.
I don't know the nexus criteria, but I will.
Okay. We're learning it right. We'll learn it right now.
ANO time free, no intoxication, no midline cervical tenderness, no neuro, no distracting injuries.
We're home, and I know what you're thinking. There's no way you're doing more studying. You're wrong. Because as much as those little study sessions are like so nice because I learn a lot of times I leave there not feeling so good. This happens to me every time though. So I know that like it's not like actually indicative that I'm gonna fail, but I still need to do some final piecing together. So I'm just gonna go through that buzzword quiz that I was telling you guys about earlier and also write down the like things that I need to get into my brain. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play some music. We're sitting here in my kitchen table to get me out of my room so I don't feel tempted to go to sleep. I'm hoping it's like 9:30. I'm hoping at 11 I'll be done, but we'll see. So I am pretty exhausted. We just had a little snack. We had some popcorn, so let's get back into it. It was 11:15 and my brain actually could not be more fried. So I have lost count at this point, but I'll put the number of total hours spent on this exam here. And honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't feel great about it. Usually by this point, I like feel confident that I'll pass, but my brain is so extremely mumble jumbled right now. Kind of crazy, but I just like, I'm at this point, I'm so tired that even if I continued to study, it wouldn't do anything for me. So we're gonna go to bed. Anyways, our exam's at 8 a.m. in the morning. Tomorrow morning, I'll probably wake up around 6:15 and just do some studying while I have my coffee and breakfast, and then we'll get ready and we'll go. And I'll let you guys know afterwards how I do. So can't wait for this exam to be over, to be honest. Good morning, you guys. It is 7:12. We woke up around 6:30. That's when I actually got out of bed. And I just went through that Quizlet for about 30 minutes, so we're about to go take it. We'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit nervous, but it is what it is. It's not that serious if a bad outcome comes from it, but I will keep you guys posted. Alright, you guys, we are back home. It is 12:57. We get half days on Mondays, so we ended the exam, and I ended around 9, and then we had class from 10 to 12, but we did really well. I got a 92, so I'm so happy. While I was taking it, it actually felt like really good. Like it felt like a very fair exam. Like I was definitely adequately prepared. Now with that being said, you only need a 70 to pass, so I definitely could have cut back on like, what is that, 22% of the material, but I'm just the type of person, I feel like a lot of people in PA school are, like, I need to feel my absolute best going into each exam, otherwise I'll stress myself out. So we did good. So that is the end of this video, taking you guys through studying for a big exam. It's done and over with now, so we get to chill for the rest of the week. So it's worth it. The best part after every exam is coming home. I'm about to sit in my bed and just like lay for however long my body feels like it. So that's the best part. It feels very rewarding and I'm very happy with my score. So thank you guys for watching. I hope it answered all your questions. If there's anything I left out, feel free to comment down below, or you can always DM me on Instagram. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.